In an intense and dramatic statement, boxing legend Mike Tyson has promised to bring the devil himself into the ring when he faces off against Jake Paul. This declaration has set the combat sports world on fire, as Tyson's fiery words only fuel the anticipation surrounding the potential fight. Known for his fearsome reputation in the ring, Tyson's claim has fans and analysts alike wondering just what kind of fight Jake Paul is in for if this bout happens. Tyson, who is one of the most ferocious fighters in boxing history, hasn't competed in the ring since his exhibition match with Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. However, that hasn't stopped rumors from swirling about a potential return to professional boxing. Tyson, who turned 58 in 2024, has been vocal about the possibility of another big fight. His mention of the devil is likely a metaphor for his own inner beast, the raw, unrelenting aggression that made him a feared opponent throughout his career. For Jake Paul, the call-out from Tyson is more than just a challenge, it's a massive test of his own skills. Paul, a former YouTube star turned boxer, has made a name for himself by knocking out a series of relatively unseasoned opponents, including former NBA player Nate Robinson and MMA fighters like Ben Askren. He's been calling for bigger challenges, and a matchup with Tyson could very well be his biggest yet. However, Tyson's words aren't just about the fight itself. They represent his belief that Jake Paul won't be ready for the kind of psychological and physical battle that Tyson would bring to the ring. Throughout his career, Tyson was notorious for his ability to get into his opponents' heads before the bell even rang. His intimidating presence, coupled with his unmatched speed and power, often left his opponents mentally defeated before the fight even began. This mental edge is something that Paul might struggle to overcome. While Paul has shown that he's a skilled boxer, his biggest challenge may be dealing with the pressure of facing someone as legendary as Tyson. It's not just about punching power, it's about controlling the pace of the fight, managing fear, and standing strong in the face of one of the most intimidating figures in combat sports history. Tyson's comment about bringing the devil himself into the ring is also a reflection of his own transformation in recent years. After retiring from boxing in the early 2000s, Tyson struggled with personal demons, including issues with substance abuse and mental health. However, in recent years, Tyson has reinvented himself as a more spiritual and grounded individual. His podcast, his work as an advocate for mental health, and his new life as a cannabis entrepreneur show a different side of Tyson, one that contrasts sharply with his earlier image as the baddest man on the planet. Yet, when Tyson speaks about the devil coming into the ring, it's clear that he's referencing that fierce, destructive version of himself that was once unstoppable. It's a side of Tyson that fans remember with both awe and fear, the savage, relentless fighter who destroyed opponents with terrifying precision. For Jake Paul, this challenge could be a make-or-break moment in his boxing career. If the fight ever comes to fruition, it could either cement his place as a legitimate boxer or show the world that he's not quite ready for the big leagues. Paul has consistently called out big names in the boxing world, but fighting Tyson would be an entirely different level of competition. Jake Paul has made no secret of the fact that he's looking for bigger and tougher opponents to prove his legitimacy in the sport. A victory over Tyson, even at his age, would be a monumental achievement, but losing to Tyson could derail Paul's boxing aspirations. In the end, Tyson's vow to bring the devil himself into the ring is more than just a bold claim. It's a reminder of the power, aggression, and skill that made him one of the greatest fighters of all time. For Jake Paul, it's a warning that no amount of fame or viral success can prepare him for the kind of battle Tyson is promising to deliver. Whether or not this fight ever happens remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: if Tyson steps into the ring, he's bringing a storm with him.